Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen,
Our,
our listeners and viewers out there as well. Welcome to the Silver Lining, where we embark on a journey to master tomorrow's skill. So today we shall be exploring the ever-changing landscape of knowledge, technology, and personal development. So with me here today, I've been joined with various experts who are of a particular caliber, who are enthusiastic, charismatic, and I believe later on they'll actually fully introduce themselves. So we will be uncovering various insights and looking at how we embrace the future and equip ourselves with the tools to thrive in the world of tomorrow. So I am your host, Fahad Musa, and together let's unlock the secrets of mastering tomorrow's skill. So I believe we shall be looking at starting with Mr. Henry. And Mr. Henry, you know a lot is actually happening in today's world. A lot that not everybody can encompass. So basically, Mr. Henry, what are the current trending technologies shaping industries and transforming job markets?
Okay, thank you very much for the question, and good afternoon, viewers. My name is Henry Semakula, and I'm an assistant lecturer in the Department of FICT at Isbat University. So, embarking on your question, there are a lot of trending technologies that are going on in the world, from what we call IoT or Internet of Things, robotics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. But one of the most trending technology that we have is what we call artificial intelligence.
Okay.
And artificial intelligence, we have other subclasses like machine learning, deep learning, but the trending one is what we call large language model. Many of everyone has tried using ChatGTP. So
Yes.
ChatGTP is going to transform the way we work. It's transforming students, the way they answer questions.
Yes, true.
It's transforming marketing itself. So those are amongst the technologies that are trending right now.
Oh, wow. I think I would actually love to receive an insight from Mr. Stephen concerning what Mr. Henry has just shared with us.
Thank you, Stephen Kabali, one information security practitioner in this industry. Thank you, Henry. I think you've elaborated so much in what is going on and the tools we're using in day-to-day lives now in the industry. Those we've talked about. You've mentioned about the collaborations now that are required from students to the way we do things. And the AI tools that have been released in the market are shaping the way we work, are shaping the way we do things, basically. So it's we'll see how things go, but it's an interesting journey.
Truly, it's a very interesting journey. And since Mariam, I believe you're the Guild President of Isbat University.
Yes.
Have you used ChatGPT before?
Wow, countless times. I'll be very honest with you. It's great, and lots of people take it as a disadvantage. But to be completely honest with you, yes, it can be a disadvantage if used wrongly and if we fully depend on it.
Yes.
However, it gets so much things done at a short time, and what we need right now is productivity. We don't need to work hard, we need to be working smart.
Wow. Dr. Tom, you have something for us basing on that? Everything has really been.
Maybe to supplement Mariam, we need government to come in regulating these coming up technologies. Because, for example, way back, like 10 years back, we had, if you're a fan of watching movies, okay? In your town area, there's someone banning CDs, selling videos and all that.
Yes, I remember.
So people think they know how to use these technologies. Like you could find someone banning CD, selling movies, knowing that he knows how to use a computer. But we need government to bring up policies, and we use these technologies very well in the proper way. Okay, like ChatGTP. Like now, students, you just go and copy and paste and submit your assignment. But let alone, there are some plagiarism software. So we need some guidelines or policies from government.
What are those policies that you suggest that the government should put?
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot for the question. The policies, like, take an example. If I come up with an application, maybe to diagnose COVID. You know, we are coming from the pandemic, to diagnose COVID. And if this application is not fully working, okay, it makes a prediction that maybe you do not have COVID. Definitely, they are going to take you back to the community and you end up infecting the entire community because of these technologies. Because we can diagnose, I worked on a project to diagnose diabetes mellitus using just a mobile phone.
Wow.
But if I tell you you don't have diabetes, but in your sense you have diabetes.
Yeah.
So we need guidelines to streamline these technologies.
I agree. And there's this show that I've actually watched where the title was "Can ChatGPT Do My Job?" And I was amazed by the results. In actual sense, yes, it does help, but it doesn't give an accurate result on such matters. So I do agree with you.
So I believe it's safe to say that the human mind cannot be replaced. So
Yes.
much as these softwares, technologies are there to help us, we should still ensure they don't leave us dormant and lazy. But we actually put ourselves into work and get better and better, yes?
Yeah.
Wow. My dear listeners and viewers out there, I think you can see how much interesting this is really getting to. I believe as a person, I can already see the power of knowledge and wisdom and what it means to acquire it. So yes, Dr. Tom, much as these are the trending technologies shaping industries and transforming the job markets, how can industries and educational institutions collaborate to anticipate and address the changing landscape of job titles and descriptions resulting from technological advancements?
Thank you, Mr. Fahad. My name is Dr. Tom Musoga. I'm the head of research, collaborations, and projects at Isbat University. This is a very nice question and very inspiring because as universities, we actually produce for industries to absorb our students, and therefore we need to collaborate. Industries and universities need to collaborate. And this collaboration should be under different programs. For example, we have programs like internship placements,
Okay.
industrial placements, and program development. Now, if we collaborate, or if we have a collaboration between industries and the universities, then these emerging technologies would be catered for, such that when we produce students, they have the acquired or required skills that are needed in the industry. Hands-on, and this will actually help the industry productivity to grow.
True.
And therefore, we need to have this collaboration in place and actually be strengthened such that we actually have a very good understanding. And also, we need also to collaborate in another way, that universities should actually provide skills that are needed in the job market. Because if we don't do that, then we are going to be producing students and
job seekers.
who are job seekers, and not job creators.
Which I believe is a challenge.
Exactly,
Yes.
a big challenge. And then also, when we produce, then also industry should also provide feedback on what we have produced, to at least check ourselves to see whether what we are producing is actually acceptable,
Yes.
or we need to improve and see that we meet the new technologies that are emerging.
Amazing indeed. I believe, Mr. Stephen, you feel you really want to add something to that.
Oh yes. In the current trend, you can tell that the industry is moving faster than academics.
Yes.
That tells you from the skills the industry needs and from what the universities are producing. You find that the skills required, basically we would call them expert skills, and yet the industry would call them entry level. So students, to bridge that gap, I think I'll piggyback on what Dr. said. We need to bridge that gap between the students and the industry, get feedback on what is actually required, because things keep on changing, and to secure the digital landscape, it requires a modern way of doing things. Yeah.
So on the side of our listeners and viewers, Mr. Stephen, should we say we should be afraid or we should be calm that things are going to be okay and better?
I don't think we should be afraid, but we should be conscious, of course, because we are living in a society where we want convenience. We want things done quickly, but we want in a safe done in the convenience of our homes. For example, institutions, banks have put in apps for you to do transactions.
Yes, yes.
In the comfort of your home. You're sitting in your bed, you're sleeping, but you can transact, move money from here to there. So securing that transport layer, it's not something that comes in easily. Or getting awareness to our people that you need to secure the devices that you're using to move, because people no longer need to go with guns to go to a bank to steal money. They sit in a home, sit in a garage,
Comfortably.
and do their things. So there are sophisticated way of doing things, and
Yes.
we need to be aware. But we shouldn't be afraid. We should embrace. How
We should
things
embrace and stay calm.
Yeah.
And second,
Maybe to add on,
yes, Mr. Henry.
the biggest challenge that we are facing right now is some companies, I may not mention the names, do not or don't have interest in what Doctor talked about, internship. Because in my view, internship should be like twice in a course of 3 years. Maybe after 1 year, a student goes to the industry, tries to learn what is going on, what is trending in the industry. Then even after or towards 3rd year, the student has to go back to the industry to get to know, to get familiar. Because we stopped saying that your industry, the academia is producing students who are taking up entry jobs. But we are producing students we think that are expert in particular areas. So maybe to change, industries and companies should open up to this policy of internship, and it should be done like twice or depending on the number of years a student is taking, because we have courses of 6 years, 4 years, and all that. So if
And please.
I 100% agree with you. I think that's why, if I pick back on what he said, the partnerships between the institutions and
Yes, yes.
and the industry, because the industries are fast-paced. They want things quickly. You can't tell a customer who has lost money that it was an intern who was doing this job.
Okay.
It was the institution, and to bridge that gap to get a student ready. And I think we have the capability to do that.
Yeah.
We can do.
Definitely. And to add on what Dr. Tom has said, students should also be equipped with the practical skills that are needed in the industry. And this is extremely important for universities. And what I love about Isbat University is that we actually, not only are we knowledgeable about the theoretical skills, but we're also ready for out there. We have been doing so much practicals to prepare us on what's to come, and I think that's an important role for each and every university. And I hope all universities, as a matter of fact, shift from this tradition of books to actually getting to work and do things more practically. And so it would be an amazing transformation to see.
Yeah, indeed, it will be an amazing transformation, and wow. I just wish I could wake up to a conversation like this every morning and close my day with the same conversation. I feel tomorrow would never be the same. But I feel it's a matter of being proactive and having the willingness to actually learn and adapt. Yes, so I'm coming to you, Miss Mario, Guild President. Wow. That's a very big title. I'm sitting next to a president. I'm all president. What's amazing about it is I can actually even feel free to greet her, and I hope there are no gunmen waiting outside or trying to shoot that. You work with God. Yes, Miss Mariam, depending on what we have so far discussed and shared and everything, on the side of the youths, given that you're also a youth, and on top of everything, you're actually a student as well. Institutions are churning out thousands of graduates, which you'll also soon become one, year on year. But one of the recent statistics on unemployment reveals that most of them are not relevant to the available jobs. Very big challenge, by the way. And thereby contributing to the already worsening situation of unemployment. So how is Isbat University addressing this issue?
Thank you very much. My name is Maria Mohammed, and I'm the Guild President of Isbat University. And I want to say that, first of all, as Isbat University, we do recognize this challenge. and we are working accordingly. By the way, this line of questioning is interesting. Why? Because it makes those who are against technology feel like, you see, we told you that jobs are now like minimized due to technology. But I want to say something to those people who think that technology is the main reason as to why this is happening. You being against technology is like you saying that you would have rather used a cart pushed by a couple of donkeys as a means of transportation rather than using the modern cars that we have right now.
Very true.
Yeah, so it's as a student, I find it very interesting. However, Naya Mazima, if I am to be completely honest, technology has reduced hundreds of job opportunities. However, in the process, it ended up creating hundreds of thousands of job opportunities. We could even say millions. I'll give you a live example. I'm a North African myself, and I come from Egypt. And in Egypt, you have this place called Mahalla, where it started by a place with about 50 50 employees. That's it. Today, it is one of the biggest industrial cities in the country, employing over 32,000 employees. And all this is due to the technological transformation that the city has faced. So it is extremely interesting. So to avoid this issue, of course, we are always, as ISBAT University, we're always keeping our fingers on the pulse of the job market.
Yes.
We're always staying conscious and we're like looking out on what's happening. And so there are multiple strategies that we are following as ISBAT University. Number one is integration of relevant technologies into our courses. So basically all our programs are infused with the relevant technology that a student might need in order not only to equip them, as I said, with the theoretical knowledge that they have, that they need, but also the practical skills that might be in demand by their employers. And so this is extremely important. I also want to mention the workshops that we keep carrying out throughout the year as ISBAT University. And this basically gets the student to be more engaged and to know, basically it's preparing them. As the Students Guild, we also carry out seminars at ISBAT University, again, throughout the year. And these seminars, in these seminars, we collaborate with the professionals, we collaborate with companies, so that they can also come and basically prepare the students on what to expect outside the walls of the university. So this is all extremely important and interesting. And I also want to say that ISBAT University has dedicated a job portal for the graduates.
Wow.
It's fascinating, and it's a step to work on this issue of graduate employment. And this portal provides them with the resources that they need, provides them with all the assistance that they might help so that they can place them. And due to all these efforts, we are proud to say that our graduate engagement ratio is nearly up to 100%. And this includes both self-employed and employed individuals. So we are very proud of this achievement, and we're proud to say that they are students of ISBAT University. And not only are we talking on a national level, but also on an international level and international opportunities. So it's something that we're extremely proud of. So overall, I would say that ISBAT University basically strives to empower our students and our graduates in order to thrive in not only today's, but tomorrow's dynamic job market.
Wow.
Actually, I wanted to supplement on the President's submission. I was doing a small research on our graduate students that have graduated, and I was fascinated to see that 95% of our students are actually employed right now. I'm talking about those who have graduated from COVID time up to now. And I was asking, I picked a few samples of students who are already working, and asked them, what did you do that is different, that other universities don't have, that you got a job faster than others? And actually, she was saying that I think I got practical experience at the university. This lady is actually doing cyber security with a security company in town. I will not mention the name. And she's installing cameras all over different installations, different companies. And she was telling me that the hands-on experience that she experienced at ISBAT University enabled her to acquire a job immediately after graduation. And this was very, very interesting. So going to other universities, because we are all products of our universities in Uganda, I think universities now need to change and so that the students they train have that practical experience that does not only seek jobs but also can create jobs. And this is what actually Smart University has been doing over time. And this has helped the university to grow because students come for a purpose and actually attain their goal within a short time.
Maybe to simplify what Doctor is saying is parents and the community, we should shift our mind from the issue of the person has graduated to after graduation, what can you do?
Exactly.
Okay? It's not all about graduating,
Yes,
but what can you do? If maybe a student doing computer science, what can you do with a computer? Can you develop these applications? Can you do cyber security? All in all, what can you do at the end of your graduation?
It's a very important point because us as students, we think that graduation is the end of the of the way that we have accomplished something very. It is an accomplishment.
Yes.
Graduation is an accomplishment that we should be proud of, but it's not the end, and we should not ever stop there. So we should always be actively, looking out for what's there and finding opportunities and creating opportunities if possible.
True. And I believe as Mr. Henry and Dr. Tom and Mr. Stephen and as well as you, Mariam, have put it on table. What you're trying to say actually is much as the students focus on celebrating, you've seen the big parties, yeah?
Yes. I'm planning to have one myself. Look at me calm here, but the day I graduate, you will hear about it.
So to everybody out there, this basically means much as the youths were focusing on finishing school, getting done with education, acquiring that degree, that master, or maybe say that PhD.
Yeah.
We shouldn't only focus on, I think, having the papers, yes?
Sure.
But we should also ensure that before we reach that particular moment of life, we actually know who we are and where we're supposed to be tomorrow and what we're supposed to be doing. So which means we have to invest in ourselves.
True.
Wow. This is really exciting. And I know our viewers and listeners out there, there's somebody right now busy pondering and asking themselves, did I really make the right decision in my life?
It's never too late, by the way. I want to say that. It's never too late.
Yes, and talking about ISBAT, keeping so much focus on ensuring that it's up to date with how the technologies are changing and the rapidly changing environment and how fast it's moving. Dr. Tom, recently actually saw ISBAT advertising that you now offer online programs.
Yes, thank you, moderator, Mr. Fahad. University education is changing and it's going to continue changing.
Yes.
And where we have reached with technology right now, you don't need, actually, maybe I'm talking to parents, you don't need to actually send your son or daughter to a physical university or physical class to attend class. You can actually have your classes online in your comfort home or bedroom and have exact lectures and all presentations as the same student attending a university physically. So now what ISBAT University is doing now is trying to introduce the ODL. ODL is the online distance education learning. Okay. And we are trying to ease or bridge the gap between the working class, those who actually work and would want to come back to upgrade on their studies and they don't have time. So we're trying to provide this platform using the modern technologies available so that everyone is on board in terms of academic advancement. And we feel this one will be a very good opportunity for those who want to come to ISBAT University to study, but may not have the time to come to attend class physically.
Okay, and I think also another question, if you would mind, not only coming from me, but I know even to the people who are watching us and listening to us. You've spoken about the working class. what about the students who are actually in these far regions of the country, but they would love to actually study at ISPAT, but given the standards of living, let's say in Kampala, accommodation, transportation, feeding, and does this Odell actually, ISPAT actually integrating it into the system, does it also help solve an issue on their side?
Yes, yes, it does. I think my IT friend here will help me. That with internet, I think they call it with telephone. I mean, mobile phones available. We believe that in Uganda, at least 85% of the country now, every household has a mobile phone. And what ISBAT is planning to do is to partner with mobile phone service providers and be able to provide data, subsidized data to potential students who would be joining ISBAT University order program. And so wherever you are, if you join or if you apply to be an ISBAT University on order program, we shall be providing subsidized data so that you can be able to access lecture notes, presentations, and all other materials you need to be able to do your academic class. But maybe my friend here can supplement.
Yes.
Okay, thanks a lot. With the advancement in technology, and I think now, like Doctor said, everyone can, at least there's cheaper phones and laptops that can facilitate education. So I encourage parents and students out there to come for this, because for example, the cost of living a month in maybe Logogo or it may cost you like 800,000. So you're saving some money on if you join Odell or online learning. So I think they should embrace this technology and enroll to ISBAT University.
So I'm safe to say that actually to our viewers and listeners out there who are in areas of this particular status can feel free and comfortable to actually study from where they are.
Definitely.
Wow. You know, from the very first time we actually started this session, just my brain is trying to actually digest all of this, but you know, it is too much knowledge, too much wisdom. But one thing is for sure, I have been empowered, and everybody in this room has actually learned from the other.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have been empowered, and everybody out there has as well been empowered. So, my dear viewers and listeners, this has been our first episode of Silver Lining, where we master tomorrow's skill. We shall always keep coming back to you and having discussions of this nature, because I mean, it starts with us. It starts with you, it starts with everybody. Thank you so much. I'll always be your host for the show, Fahad Musa. Have a good afternoon.